Hello, hi, it's Liz here. Long time no see. I just thought I'd give you a wee update as to where I am, and obviously not moved on very far. Apart from we are now in the new house, the new apartment, and this is the state of play with all the crafty stuff. Oh dear. So yeah, all the crafty stuff is still in the boxes. That's the view out the window I have now. These very high ceilings in this Victorian tenement building, red sandstone. These are my boxes that have just been stuck in the Kallax unit. Let me just move backwards here. And yeah, so still a long way to go, but wanted to unpack the rest of the house first. There's a little space behind the door there with that little empty unit. And yeah, so we wanted to unpack and make the rest of the house decent before we unpacked the craft room. And I've still to decide whether the Kallax is going against this wall or this wall. And there's one hidden, a small one hidden in behind these boxes with boxes in it. That one might go long ways at the window, and then the desk might go over against that wall, and we might just move this Kallax up a little bit because there is a gap between the heater and there, and I think I want it up further this way so that I've got more light coming in from that window. So that's where I am at the moment, and I will pop back on once the furniture I think is in place. So see you in a bit. I'm back and progress has been made. The furniture has been placed. So there is a low Kallax there, and then coming round, the desk is facing the window, and then the large Kallax is here on the opposite side. Let me just take a step back, and there's plenty of room in the top for bits and bobs. Yeah, so happy with the layout. The boxes have been piled up here behind the door. So they've been put in rough categories. These are boxes that are going to be going inside the fabric cubes, in the cubes, and the boxes out in the hall. Let's just go out into the hall, and they are the boxes that are just going to be on open shelves. So yeah, so I've got all of those to empty, and over here some there, and no, none over there. Yeah, so we're getting there. The room is nice and bright. It's got a nice big window right up to the ceiling, which, like I say, is super high. We can't reach with the ladders to put curtains up. So I'm thinking I'll maybe put like a little cafe curtain or something, but I don't want to block the light. So I'll maybe think about that, get a nice wee bit of oil and a wee bit of cafe curtain up there, and a wee extendable pole. I don't know how that goes when like these are at an angle. Oh no, there's a bit inside that's straight, so I could do that. Okay, so that's the update. I'll be back when some of the shelves are filled. Bye for now. Hello, hi, it's Liz here. Well, that was a marathon and took so much longer than what I anticipated. Sorry for my absence, but I thought you might like to see everything more or less complete. So I've just walked in through the crafty room door, and behind the door We have the new narrow calyx with some pictures on the wall and some new baskets with the sari silk and some ribbon in there. And then all the Simple Stories albums are in this. Smash books, the Rascog trolley with all my mixed media paints and pens and watercolour sets and whatnot is in front of that. That just obviously can wheel about, and I have my nice planners at the bottom and my hobby niches in that one. At the side of that there is some, well, that's my pencils and pens. That's a little fabric nook. There's fabric in the wicker box at the bottom and some snippets of fabric, some trims and little bits of, you know, things that you want to keep that you can't possibly throw out. So going round, this is the unit that has all my vintage things, vintage books that I use, pull out pages, some foreign books, some foreign language books, and all my vintage bits and bobs, postcards, postage stamps. In here is my stash of rubbish that we don't throw out, my cardboard boxes and things to use for covers and Amazon packaging and stuff like that. So yeah, this top has been kept clear because I've still to collect my printer, my sewing machine and my Big Shot from my lovely sister-in-law who's keeping it safe for me. So that's where that's going to go. There's a couple of pictures on the wall, one of my late mum's cross stitches, and round to this little corner, that's more fabric in there, and my Tim Holtz bits and bobs and my you know, those Project Life cards that I'm trying to work my way through. And on the wall here there is a little shelfie unit with my buttons and some more of my mum's cross stitches way up there. We don't have any curtains at the window at the moment. I'm not sure whether I actually will put curtains. We're not especially, we're overlooked by the building across there, but I don't think they'll be interested in watching what I'm doing. So yeah, so this is the desk. It's all nice and clear now. Just a few handy bits and bobs. I like to keep all my glues and scissors and the wet wipes and all the little bits that you need to hand. Down in the corner, of course, every corner is used, is my tools, my cutter and the hot gun and stuff like that. I haven't piled up anything too much under the desk. There's some wool at the back there in that box and some wool in that. Whenever I take a notion to knit, because I've had a feeling wanted to knit for a while, and that's just my footrest. And then there's the big calyx. So over here, let me just step back and see if I can, there's things on the top, all the bits and bobs on the top, photographs, paper, washi in that, washi in that stand there. And then just everything that you need. Some books at the back and some bits and bobs at the front. My antiquarian sticker book, some journals here, art journaling, messy ones, some magazines and books, some more bits and bobs, some stamps in that one that I like to keep handy, those big number stamps I use a lot. So I've put them to the front. Then my journals that I'm using in this cubby and in that cubby are the two ongoing journals. That's my watercolour card and different sorts of card to stamp and draw on. And in the back in this one is all the kind of, you know, the kind of modern ephemera, if you like, not vintage ephemera, little modern tickets and little butterflies and things like that. And then there are, of course, all the filled up ones. I'll just open a couple. That's the 12 by 12 papers in there. That's a heavy one. That's the 6 by 6 papers in my little tray of bits that I can't bear to throw out. Oh, that's the embellishments, like all the little metallic things that we like to have. Stamps, and I know that stamps in that one, and that one, and this one here is my ink, because I like to keep the ink pads handy to my desk so that I can just reach for them. And let me think, I think it's stamps in this one. Yep, stamps in that one. And then it's punches in the bottom one and dies. The dies are over here just loose in these folders, and there's my collection of Daphne's at the bottom. And then that's us on the way out. Another cross stitch. I love this one. A few fly bites cannot stop a spirited horse. Love rocking horses. And yeah, so still a few bits out in the hall there, just to that's excess storage out in the hall, just to be found a home for. And that's us back again to behind the door. So thanks for sticking with me during this journey. I am hoping, well, not hoping, I will be back. I've been missing my makes and sitting at my desk and pondering over which sticker goes where. So yeah, I shall definitely be back. And yeah, so thanks. A thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.